Hey guys, so tonight I'm so excited. I have a full face of Charlotte Tilbury makeup in front of me. Well, okay, correction. I have a full face of everything but brow stuff from Charlotte Tilbury. So I already threw in just like a little bit of brow gel, and everything else is 100% Charlotte Tilbury. Everything looks so pretty down here. Like, can I just show you some of this packaging? Like, just everything down here looks so like luxurious and just gorgeous. So I'm like itching to get into all this. I was like pulling all of this out of my collection earlier, and I was just like, oh my god, like I guess I forgot just how beautiful all of the packaging is. So I have tons and tons and tons of Charlotte Tilbury stuff, so we are just going to jump right in. I'm going to have like 14 layers of makeup on my face by the end of this, but I'm okay with that. So the first thing that I'm going to go in with is the Mini Miracle Eye Wand, and it has two ends. The first one says Lift Under Eye Cream. So I'm going to put some of this on. Okay, now I'm going to put some of the second side on, which is the Illuminate Soft Focus side. And I remember getting this right when it came out, and then I feel like I used it like once or twice, and I really just like completely forgot about it. So I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm really excited to see how this looks under my eye, because I honestly don't remember. I feel like that second side really like illuminates and brightens under your eyes, so it looks really pretty. So now I have the Unisex Healthy Glow All Year Hydrating Summer Tint Moisturizer. I actually wore this like throughout the day today because I hadn't worn it in a while, and I just wanted to see what I thought about it. So I really do love this, and I was going to put it under the Airbrush Flawless Filter Foundation, but to be honest, this is so high coverage already. I really don't think I need the extra coverage. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Magic Cream. This stuff smells like so rich and bougie to me, but it smells so good. And then I'm also going to put on a little bit of the Hollywood Flawless Filter just on the high points of my face. Honestly, just on my cheeks. And I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend that in. Okay, so I got the Airbrush foundation right when it came out, and I got it in the shade 3, and it's the shade 3 Cool, and it is way too cool for me. So I actually also got a little sample size of it in 4 Neutral, which seems to be a little bit better. I still don't think it's like my perfect match, but it's gonna have to do for this video. And I feel like I don't need much at all because the coverage is like insane with this. I'm so used to wearing like tinted moisturizers and stuff that this feels so thick right now. Okay, now that we have this blended out, I tried to take it down my neck just a little bit because the color is definitely not perfect, and I think that is why I really haven't used this very much, but we're just gonna roll with it. I think all the powders and blushes and contours and everything else I have will make it completely fine. I'm gonna go in with the Magic Away concealer here, and if you can tell, I'm like almost out of it. I really love this. It's not a full coverage concealer like at all, but I feel like with this foundation, you know, since it is so full coverage, you really don't need it to be like crazy. Whatever. I just use it kind of to like highlight my face. It is really nice and lightweight though, so I do like to use this over like tinted moisturizers too, just for a lighter look. It looks really pretty. And then to set my under eyes, I'm going to go in with my favorite Charlotte Tilbury product ever, the Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. So I'm going to get that out before I even blend out my under eyes. Since I have like my bougie makeup out, I got out like some nice brushes to use. that I haven't used in a little bit, and honestly, like, there was no reason to it. I just got comfortable using the brushes that I have been using. So I got out a few of my like older brushes that really aren't old, but I don't know, I forgot how perfect this Sigma brush is for setting under your eyes. So I'm only going to set under the eyes because now we are going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury. I guess I can stop saying Charlotte Tilbury since everything's going to be Charlotte Tilbury. So this is her contour wand, and I really do love this. Just squeeze it and it comes right out of the applicator here, and it looks really, really dark and scary, but it blends out so nice. And I'm pretty sure in the last video I put up, I did not blend out the bronzer, contour, whatever I was using under my lip, so that was a really good look. Let me blend this out. Like, do you see how easy it just blended out into like the perfect shade? I love this. And it's definitely on like the cooler side, but it also warms your face up just a tiny bit. I remembered that I loved this, but like I did not remember how easy it was. That is so pretty. I cannot believe that I do not use this more. All right, this is about to go like into my everyday makeup bag because I really do love it. So now I want to go in with the one product that I'm not really sure about. This is the Beach Stick. It is a lip to cheek dewy color pop, and it's in the shade Moon Beach. It looks like this, and I've just never really like been able to get it to show up, so I'm just going to put some on my beauty blender. I'm using a beauty blender, like an actual beauty blender, for the first time in a long time, and I don't like them as much as I thought I did. I don't know, like I don't really see much of a difference there. There's a tiny bit, but I don't know. It just doesn't really seem worth it to me, I guess. This is like the one product I've gotten from her that I don't feel like it's worth it. But it's still pretty. Like, it's still not a flop or anything. Alright, now I'm going to do something different for me. I'm going to go in and set my whole face with the Magic powder. This is a loose powder, and honestly, I have not used a loose powder in a very long time because I always use her pressed powder. But I haven't used it in a while, and I wanted to switch it up a little bit. So I'm just going to get my brush loaded up and set my whole face. So weird. I haven't filmed a video in like 2 nights, and I swear I like forgot how to talk, and I feel so awkward. Like I'm just, I don't know, I'm so weird. I feel like this powder definitely like gives your skin, I don't know, it's still a little luminous. It's not like a super matte finish, which I do really like, and I've always really loved this powder, but I don't know, pressed powders are just easier to use in my opinion. Okay, now let's get into the eyes before I finish off my face. For the eyes, I have 2 palettes I can kind of choose from. Both of them are Pillow Talk, surprise. The one that I'm probably going to end up playing with is this. It is the Instant Eye palette, and I've put this in quite a few videos. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. And the other one that I have is just the Pillow Talk Quad, and I don't know, I've mentioned this a few times. This palette, I really thought that I was going to love it, but I've never gotten a look that I was like, oh yeah, like that's perfect with that. So we are going to go in with this beautiful baby here, and I'm going to take my fancy Smith brushes. I love these brushes, but they are like real goat hair, and I feel really bad using them, so I'm really glad I just reminded myself of that before using them. Oh, Jesus. First, I'm going to go in with this shade here and just put that right in my crease. Alright, now that that is laid down, I'm going to go into the middle shade here. Alright, now on just a little bit of a smaller brush, I'm going to go into this middle shade. just deepen up my crease a little bit. This eye look is not going to be anything revolutionary, and it will probably resemble 20 other looks that I have done already, but I don't know, I just think this is such a good everyday palette to have, and all of the colors just blend so well together. There's no patchiness, there's no like weird tones that weird shades make together. I don't know. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of this deeper shade just on the very outer corner. I think I might we might make this into a little halo situation. So I'm gonna go in with this Smith brush. This is the 256, and I'm gonna take the middle shade here first and just throw some of this kind of further into my crease than I had initially gone. Now I'm going to go in just a tiny bit with this deeper shade just right in here and really blend that through. Now I'm going to go back in with the big fluffy brush and this kind of peachy shade and really blend all of that out again. So tomorrow, well today, when y'all are seeing this, Friday, is when restaurants and salons and a few other things, it's like phase 2 or whatever, that is when all of that will be going on. So that should be very interesting. I'm kind of wondering how this is going to go. I don't know. I don't really understand the whole like going into a restaurant with a mask on and then taking your mask off to eat and then putting it back on. I don't know. Things just seem a little bit weird, and I feel like it might be a little bit too soon, but I mean, I also understand that, you know, people need their jobs, obviously. Totally get that part. I don't know, makes me a little bit nervous, but I know that at some point we are going to have to get there. So anyways, I'm not sure why I felt the need to throw that in here, but I just threw the same shades on my lower lash line. Now we are going to go in with this. It is the Eyes to Mesmerize in Jean, and these are so pretty. They're like this whipped texture. I don't know how to even like describe them. They just have this beautiful, don't mind this, it will not come off. It's a friggin' Kylie liquid lipstick that refuses to leave my hand now, but it's just so pretty. So I'm gonna put this right on the center of my eye. Then I'm going to go back in with the brush I did the deepest shades with and just kind of go back over here, bring a little bit of that color back. And then I think I'm going to take this really light shade and kind of press this on top. I think that is pretty. Very like everyday glam, which I kind of think Charlotte Tilbury is like all about. So now we have two eyeliners. I have the Copper Charge and then the Maroon something. I'm just gonna swatch them and show you the colors. So I'm thinking these are the shades. I think I'm gonna go in with these two, so I'm gonna end up using both of them. I'm gonna go in and just like line my entire upper line with this dark brown matte liner. And this really is such like a gorgeous eyeliner. Like the formula, just everything about it, it glides on so well. So now I want to go in with this kind of like shimmery pink liner, and I'm gonna throw that in my lower waterline. I think that's really pretty. I kind of like the smokiness that it's giving me. Alright, now for mascara. I have both of her mascaras here, and for the longest time I just layered these like there was no tomorrow, so we're going to do that tonight. I'm going to go in with the Legendary Lashes first, and that has this wand. I'm honestly not sure why I felt the need to layer both of them, because this Legendary Lashes is so good just on its own. But let's add some of the full fat lashes as well. That wand looks like this. now I remember why. This one like separates and lengthens so well, and the other one really volumizes. So the combination of the two is like, wow. Yeah, these look so good together. Alright, I'm going to run off and do this eye really quick, and I will be right back. Okay, so I just finished up my eyes, and even though they are like basic bitch warm toned neutrals to the max, I am so obsessed with them. Like, this is just my favorite kind of look, no matter what. So now I want to show you everything I have in front of me to finish up my face. Okay, first off, we have the infamous Film Star Bronze and Glow. I have it in the light medium shade, so I'm going to use this for contour. And then I have 3 blushes right here. I have the shade The Climax, that looks like this. I have the shade Love is the Drug, which is so pretty and looks like this. And then I have a Pillow Talk, of course, which looks like this. So we have a few options for blush, and I also have these 2 palettes. This one is the Glowgasm face palette, and this is one of the first Charlotte Tilbury things that I got. It is so beautiful. This right here is a gorgeous bronzer, and I cannot believe that I have not mentioned this before now. I purchased the bronzer yesterday when it came out. I will definitely be throwing that in a video as soon as I get it. As soon as I get it, I promise. I cannot wait. I probably should have waited to film this video until I got it, and I really didn't even think about it. I've been watching a few people do them, and then I started going through all my stuff. I had a full face, and I have used this as a bronzer quite a few times, and I also have another bronzing item, so I didn't even think to wait, but I will definitely do something with that very soon. So this is the bronzer I love. This is a really nice cheek topper for my skin tone, and then both of these highlighters are stunning. Then the other palette is this Instant Look in a Palette Gorgeous Glowing Beauty 5-Minute Face on the Go. And this has 3 eyeshadows down here, a highlighter, a bronzer, and then a blush with a cheek pop in it. This is such a nice palette. I'm not sure if it is still available. I just thought about that. I'm not sure if it was limited edition or not. I will look it up and I will put it over here. But yeah, so these are all the things we're going to finish up my face with. First, I'm going, plus the Beauty Light wand that I am absolutely obsessed with. So, as if we didn't have enough highlighting powders, I got one more in me. So now I'm going to go into the Sculpt shade with my Wayne Goss 12 contouring cheek whatever brush. And I'm going to keep that pretty far back here. If you watch my videos, you know I usually don't really contour so much as just kind of like bronze up my cheeks. But since I have this and it is really gorgeous, I figured I would do a little contour today. And I have a really tiny forehead, so I probably shouldn't be adding any of this to it. I could have just bronzed it up, but I just thought about that, so it's all good. And honestly, like, if I didn't have all of these other products to like layer on top, this right here with like a nice big fluffy brush is a really pretty like bronzer shade too. So you definitely don't have to have all of this. Now I'm going to go into this palette here, and this bronzer is so stunning. So I'm going to just kind of throw this all over my cheeks. I love this. I was kind of looking around when I bought the bronzer online, and I was looking at the shades and, you know, just the whole deal with them. And I think this is a lot like the tan shade that she just came out with. I'm sure it's like a different formula, but I think the color is similar. So I got the second shade. There's 4. I got the second just because the first one looked basically like a powder to me, and I think the third one, like, I definitely could have made it work, but I didn't want to have one I could only wear during the summer. And I've gotten, you know, a decent amount of bronzers over the past couple of months. So I figured having a light one if I do end up loving it, which I really think that I will be able to use this shade all year round. So I don't know if anyone gives a shit. I don't know if that was a really long, drawn out way of saying absolutely nothing. But all of that to say, this formula is absolutely stunning too, and I really love it. I have not gotten this out in a really long time, and I'm very glad that I did. So I think I have to go in with this really pretty pink shade. It's just kind of like a gorgeous, springy, bright pop, and I love it. So I'm going to take my Smashbox blush brush and swirl. Oh god, that is so powdery. I have not used these in so long. So I'm going to keep it a little further back here because I know they're very pigmented. And then I can bring some to the apple of my cheek. This is definitely bright, but it just like livened up my face so much. Okay, now I think I'm going to actually go in with this bronzer in here. I just haven't played with it in a long time, and I want to see what I think about it again. And I kind of want to tone this blush down just a little bit. I'm hoping this will help out with that. Yeah, this is gorgeous. I just love her palettes like this. They're really unlike anything else that I have. Like, I don't have anything else like this instant look palette. I should have known that I was going to be obsessed with this look just because honestly all of these products that I'm using I absolutely love, but all of them put together on your face, holy shit, they just look so pretty. Now I'm going to go in with my Beauty Light wand. And I'm just going to highlight the very tops of my cheekbones. I mean, come on, like all of this is just, I know it is a pricey brand, but I feel like Charlotte Tilbury and Hourglass are two of the brands that are very expensive, but their products are just basically nail on the head every single time, which is amazing. I don't know, I feel like if you are going to really like pay and invest in this kind of makeup, to know that the quality is really there is really important. So now I want to take some of the highlighter from this palette and just top that, which is definitely not necessary, but I'm going to do it. So I'm going to go in between these two shades. Oh my god. I'm going to be glowing. Now I'm going to take just a little tiny eyeshadow brush in this lightest highlighter shade and highlight my inner corners, of course. I cannot believe that I just remembered that this happened right now. But guys, I hit 100 subscribers yesterday and I wanted to say thank you so freaking much. That is insane. I was hoping to hit it by like the end of the month, which I know is just like a few days away, but honestly, like to hit it early was just really cool. And I want to do some kind of giveaway for it, but with everything going on right now, I don't know if this is the best time, so I might put it off like a week or two, but watch out, there will be a giveaway coming very soon, and I'm so excited, and I just wanted to say thank you so much, and I'm just like over the moon about it. I think that's so cool. I remember having like 14 subscribers and being like, oh my god, like this is so neat. So yes, thank you. And if you are not subscribed and you're watching and you like what you see, please do. It helps me out so much, and give it a like if you don't mind. Now let's do my lips and we will be done. I'm loving this look so much. So for the lips, I have 2 of her lip pencils and 3 of her lipsticks. I have the Pillow Talk and Pink Venus, which is this like beautiful kind of corally shade. I kind of want to use that one today. And then I have JK Magic, which was the first shade that I got, and I love it so much. Then I also have Kim KW. I think everyone knows what this shade looks like. It's just like the classic nude that everyone wore for the longest time. And it's a little bit light for my personal preference, but it is really gorgeous for like the center of your lips. Then this one is In Love with Olivia, and it is just a little bit pinky and peachier, and this is what I want to throw on today. I might throw a little bit of the Kim KW in the middle of my lips, and we are going to line it with the Pink Venus shade. Okay, so I filled in my lips just a bit with the liner. I just love this shade so much. This is really pretty if you just do this, fill in your lips and put a clear gloss on top. So pretty. And now the In Love with Olivia lipstick. I love this shade. I love how like just gorgeous and pinky, but still like nude, but such a good color. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of the Kim KW right in the middle. Alright, so this is the look, and this is by far my favorite look I've done in probably, I don't know, a little while. I just love the like everyday kind of glam, but very wearable. I mean, I could wear this literally anywhere. Like this is, I should have known. I know I should have known. I should expect that with all of this amazing makeup. I think for a full coverage foundation, this actually looks really good on my skin. Whoops. I don't usually love the way that full coverage looks on my face. I'm not sure what exactly it is about it, but I just feel like it always looks too cakey on me. I might be using the wrong foundations, but I think that this really just like blended into my skin nicely. And even though it wasn't the perfect match for me, it honestly turned out completely fine. So I'm probably going to exchange the 3 for possibly the 4, but I might actually try to find like my perfect match. That would make things even better. So probably exchange this because I do really like the way that it looks. And of course, I love the powder. The powder is amazing. I had forgotten how good this is. I love everything in this palette, and it's just so gorgeous. The blush was gorgeous. All of her powders were gorgeous. The eyeshadow formula, the eyeliners, even the mascara, like just... there was not one thing that I put on today. Like, I'm honestly trying to look at everything. The only thing that I even like remotely think, I could go either or, I could go without it, but it's okay, is this kind of cheek stick thing. And out of the 20, 30 products I have in front of me, for one thing to not blow my mind is absolutely amazing. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I know it ended up being a longer one, but I just have so much and I'm so glad I do. I'm definitely going to throw this into my everyday makeup bag. I'm going to keep my eyeshadow palette in my everyday makeup bag. I might throw one of these blushes in. The eye topper, so pretty. Everything I love so much. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you already have, I appreciate it more than you will ever know. Hitting 100 is so cool. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Let me know what other kind of full face videos you would like to see. I kind of want to make this like a, I don't know if I'll do like a weekly video or every couple weeks, something like that. I have obviously the Charlotte Tilbury stuff. I have a full face of Urban Decay, full face of Fenty, full face of Marc Jacobs, full face of Ilia, I think, almost. I'm missing like a setting powder, so I think we could kind of work around it. Yeah, just let me know. It Cosmetics, I definitely have a full face of. I can't even think of any more off the top of my head, but let me know what you would like to see. If I don't have a full face of it, maybe I will invest and get one. Alright, for the last time, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are having a great day, night, evening, weekend, whatever it is, wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.